Alright, take number 247. Here we go. It's happening, it's happening, it's happening. Why is the keyboard hot? I wasn't trained for this. I need to call my mom. I need to call my parents. You, sir, check our motor skills. We need precise input and we need it consistent. Yes, sir. Adrenaline, are we online? I'm gonna take that as a yes. The server's still on fire, sir. I told you to put that out 10 minutes ago. We're trying, sir, but this is just a PNG of a hose. There's no water. I don't want excuses. Just do it. Yes, sir. I don't care how many brain cells it takes. Tonight, we're winning this. What's going on? What do you mean, what's going on? Where have you been for the past hour? I just got here. I'm a fresh recruit, graduated top of my class at Stem Cell Academy, brain cell number 49,276,122,000. I get it. You're one of the new guys. Nice to meet you. It's good to be here, sir. Well, now seems like the perfect time to catch you up to speed. Are you sure, sir? We can wait until after this crisis is over. Nah, this isn't anything we haven't seen before. They'll be fine. See, they even got the hose working. Why did you put water on an electrical fire? Shouldn't we go help them? Nah, he knows how to stop, drop, and roll. Come on, let me show you what's happening. How is there more fire? We weren't trained for this. Alright, you know what this is, right? Yeah, that's a memory module. Looks kinda old. Yeah, well, something budget cuts, reallocation of funds. All I know is we can't even get good coffee, much less new modules. Old or not, this bad boy's more than strong enough to show you what's going on. Should we be using brain power for this right now? It kinda seems like they could use all they can get. What are they teaching you at that? We have ADHD. There are 15 other modules running at all times. That one's been dedicated to simping over the recluse for the past 2 weeks. Worship the ground she walks on. That seems like a gross misallocation of brain power. Yeah, efficiency isn't really the name of the game here. You're gonna have to get used to that. You're also gonna have to get used to a lot of thoughts about Elden Ring. It's one of our favorite games of all time. If we put all these hours into something useful like learning how to cook, we'd be Gordon Ramsay by now. We have dozens of save files. We beat it at level 1. We beat Millennia at level 1, which we bring up way too often. You know, I shouldn't be nervous. I can't be nervous. I beat Millennia at level 1. This is an easy game. It's an easy baby game made for babies. So, when Elden Ring NightReign was released, we got a little excited.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, sure. Show it on future games. I don't care. Do whatever you want to me. Right now, you could do anything you want to me. An atom bomb could land right next to my house right now, and I would not get up from my chair. There's nothing that is going to take me out of this chair.
So NightReign is the sequel to Elden Ring? Yes and no. The enemies, weapons, and most of the mechanics are the same, but while Elden Ring is a Souls game, NightReign is a Souls game and a roguelike. It's like if a bird and a frog went at it and had a child, that's NightReign. A bird and a frog? Yeah, he's been looking at photoshopped animals a lot. It's kind of affecting everyone.
You're a pretty cool looking guy. It would be cooler if you had like the bird head and the wings, but you had like a frog body, and then you could fly and jump at the same time. I've seen it before. Could be you, if you believe.
So that's just all they do? Yeah, they're pretty dedicated. I want to nibble on your hat. Can we move? Yes, yeah, we can. Yeah.
Hello? Oh, you're sitting over here now.
Just thou to converse?
You're like a Hispanic Ronnie?
One run in NightReign can be split into 3 separate sections. Day 1, you and your teammates drop in and have 14 minutes to prepare. The first half of that time gives you access to every part of the map. Castles, ruins, and camps have runes, weapons, and passives that make you stronger, but halfway through the day it starts raining, and rain hurts for some reason. You know, I can't help but notice that the rain is purple. Prince would be proud. Last I checked, rain doesn't normally set stuff on fire. Like, I've heard about acid rain, but I thought they got rid of that shit in like the 90s. Once the zone fully closes in, you have 7 more minutes to explore this smaller part of the map. You drop in and have to worry about the zone? Kinda reminds me of I dare you to finish that sentence. Long ago, Elden Ring and NightReign had a baby and named it Elden Ring NightReign. After the days gone by, the rain closes in again, forcing you to fight the first night boss. Ooh, if I'm not careful, he's gonna splash me. He's gonna wet me up. He's gonna wet me up, bro. Side note, that's actual slang that people actually use in the United Kingdom. I understand that there's a lot of like genuine knife crime in the UK and it's a serious problem, but if anybody, especially somebody with a British accent, but if anybody came up to me and said that they're going to wet me, I'm going to laugh and then they're gonna stab me and I'm gonna die. Day 2 is the exact same. 14 minutes, zone closes in, fight the second boss.
I'm popping a Warman Stone, popping an Exalted Flesh, popping this thing, and I'm preparing to fight Morgoth.
Once you beat the second boss, you enter the Goop. Open this big door and fight the Night Lord. What does this have to do with everyone panicking? I'm getting to it, damn. Didn't anyone tell you it's not the destination, it's the journey? Anyway, you want to see our first run? It was really bad. What?
That's a boss right there. Oh, those guys are so annoying though. Alright, you know we have to try it. He's right there. Is that saying I would have killed? Oh my goodness. Where are my rooms? Pardon me, my friend. Just came from my rooms and then I leave you. Actually, oh, you can't look behind you. Oh my goodness. Ow. It's our first run. Let's just keep on like spamming him until he dies. Oh, come on. They put me somewhere else. They decided I was too stupid to stay in the same place, so they moved me somewhere else. Okay, it's almost nighttime. What does that mean? I think we fight the first boss, right? We are woefully unprepared. What's the tree about? Oh, it's a special hawk. Where are you taking me? Oh, no, what? No! Oh, I'm actually gonna die because of this stupid hawk. That's so annoying. What the hell? There's no way this is a boss fight, right? Not really the first boss? Oh, I can turn. Interesting, I can turn around. Oh no. Okay, I'm not. What the hell? I'm so screwed. There's no way I'm beating this boss. He has a riposte? Alright then.
Don't we have over 400 hours in this game? Yep. In our defense, we haven't played for a while and Blackblade Kindred is just an awful boss. The quality of our runs didn't get any higher over the next 5 or so tries. We weren't making it past the first night boss, much as making it to the Night Lord. I take solace in the fact a lanky bitch like you was never getting a boyfriend. Okay, what? He went through it! I haven't had an old man pursue me that hard since I was 8. It was right after the 5th or 6th death that he had an idea.
Alright, but we definitely know it's possible, at least the first night, right? My goal is to finish the first expedition on my own, because I think that I actually can do that.
Why would he say that? I know. He can't even make it past the first night. Why would he say that? Okay, you might notice there aren't a lot of us in here. I've noticed my playstyle in pretty much every game is just me like slamming my head into a wall over and over and over again until I eventually get what I'm going for. But I have a lot of brain cells to spare. I'm sure that it's fine. I got a thick forehead. We went through a lot of runs. We lost some good men learning to play this game properly. A lot of good friends. Oh, I'm so on the bright side, I got all their stuff. Once we did manage to learn to play this game properly, we had a very important decision to make. Which character could we choose to make this challenge as easy as possible? Hold on, it says here that there's a patch that makes playing solo easier. It's not much of a challenge if they made solo easier, right? This was pre-patch, so we don't have an XP bonus and we don't get a free revive, which is one of the reasons why Wilder was such a great character choice. Nice segue, wasn't it? I'm pretty proud of it. Wilder is the jack of all trades of all the characters. He's primarily strength-based and has a special moveset built around great swords, but he can use pretty much any weapon you find.
A lot of running in this game.
He has great mobility, a small nuclear bomb as an ult, and most importantly, his passive makes you auto-dodge a killing blow. Every time it goes off, all I can hear is the Ultra Instinct sound.
Ooh. Ooh, wowza, okay.
Okay, he seems like a good character, and he's mostly strength-based, which is what we prefer, right? Yes, that's true, but there's one glaring problem with this character. Is it because of the slow attacks? We just got out of playing Sekiro. I can imagine it's because the attacks are slow and we're rusty, right? That is a surprisingly well thought out idea, but you're wrong. It's because Wilder is the basic choice. He's the character you play through the tutorial with. He's the first character you have access to. He's way too basic. Really. Great moveset. Great ult. Incredible passive, but he's too basic. Yeah, you get it. No, I don't. Next on the chopping block is Executor. Executor? I don't know, I'm gonna say Executor. It's executing time. Executor is the rebirth of the wildly popular Dex Bleed build. With an S in Dexterity and in Arcane, you have high physical damage and super fast status effect procs. I'm still thinking about British people saying "what you up." It's my turn now. On top of that, he can parry, like Sekiro. He also turns into a dog, which is pretty neat. Okay, so this character is based on one of the strongest builds in the original game. Yes. And it has mechanics like Sekiro, which we just beat before playing this game. Yes. Great, so we just stuck with this character and beat the game, right? You already know the answer to that. Yeah. I meant to do that. We never really liked dex weapons that much, and while status effects can be fun, sometimes they feel like a crutch. What we're really into is big boy, big boy, big boy. That is a big man. We're here to have fun, and there's nothing more fun than smacking things with a big ass rock on a stick. Raider's a big beefy boy. Big health bar, big weapons, big damage. Katana's bitch made. Strength all the way, baby.
That's so much easier. It's actually disgusting how much easier that is.
Colossal weapons have always been our first choice. They're slow as hell and take a ridiculous amount of stamina to use properly, but damn if that damage isn't nice. It's not just a boulder. It's a rock. Okay, so this character uses our favorite weapon type, has a ton of health, and has a passive that makes him unkillable, reduces damage taken, and deals a ton of poise damage. There's no competition, right? This is the best option. You're absolutely right. But we did swap back to Wilder. Oh, come on!
Loath as I am to admit it, I don't think bludgeoning things with a big ass rock is the solution in this scenario. I know, blasphemy.
Okay, hear me out. Raider, by far one of our favorite characters. The issue is he's really, really slow. Each character gets a unique moveset with certain weapons, and Raider's is colossal weapons. Unfortunately, his moveset is actually kind of a liability. His charged attacks are so slow they're genuinely unusable.
Oh, this is the only time I will ever be able to use a fully charged heavy attack.
Ultimately, we swap back to Wilder because he does well with strength weapons, it's a bit easier to dodge with him, and that passive is way too nice to let go of. Rude. Wait, he didn't try any of the other characters? No, but he had a pretty good thought process behind it. Guardian's a tank, so his damage wouldn't be high enough for solo, and Iron Eye didn't seem like he'd be very good on his own. Ooh, this is future DyerWire. Iron Eye is actually cracked solo. It's a little ridiculous how easy he makes the game. It would have taken me half the time to make this video if I just tried Iron Eye. What about... What about Recluse? She's got high damage, but her health is super low, which makes mistakes on her way more dangerous. Plus, we've never really run a mage build before, so we didn't really want to play with her. I'd play with her if you know what I'm saying. The hell was that? Yeah, that's That's Gerald. He's kind of a misogynist. What? We're trying to get rid of him, but we don't have enough money for an HR department. There are 2 other characters you can unlock, but you have to beat the first boss to do that, and since the challenge is beating the first boss, we don't have access to them.
You know, I was thinking it would probably be fun to play with some other people, and it'd be a good idea because I'd get to like actually get through the boss and, you know, learn the map a little bit more and have a good time playing with other people. It wouldn't be a bad idea. Mom ain't raised no bitch.
There only seem to be 2 options for the first night boss in this campaign. The demi-human duo, which isn't really much of an issue, and the bell-bearing hunter, which is a huge issue. Yeah, that sword does look scary. It is scary, and he swings it around a lot and from really far away.
I never understood why you just get to have the Force. Like a Craigslist Darth Vader. I don't think he appreciated being called Craigslist Darth Vader.
He's tanky as hell, has ridiculous damage, doesn't stop attacking, and will aura farm you into the next match. He'd be sexy if he wasn't such an asshole. What?
Ow. Please, sir, can I have another? I didn't actually.
The bell-bearing hunter perfectly represents one of the main problems we had getting good in NightReign. It wasn't a skill issue. It was a mentality issue. Right. Shut up. During the day, you have to move as fast as you possibly can, even more so in solo. The more bosses you take down, the more runes you get, you have more chances for good item passives, and more chances for good bonuses too. Speed is the #1 thing you need to be thinking about. If there's an enemy that'll take too long to kill, you just have to ignore them. Like dragons. Dragon fights are awesome, and don't let anyone tell you differently. If they have a different opinion, they're an industry plant and they're lying. Okay. While fighting them is super fun, the fights themselves take too long. It's not worth spending the extra minutes to take them out compared to going to a castle camp or a different boss.
Oh, that's a full-ass lion.
Nothing outpaces your need for speed. You've gotta go fast. You gotta have a need for speed. You need to be fast and furious. Why are you just making pop culture references around speed? What does that have to do with anything? Until you get to the night boss. During the night boss fights, there's no time limit. You can take as little or as long as you want to, which means you can slow down, be a bit more methodical, and dodge everything properly. That doesn't really seem like a problem though. Having more time to deal with a boss means you can be more careful, right? Right. The problem is it's really hard to shift your mindset from speed is key to something more like Elden Ring proper.
Man, you gotta go so fast in this game. I'm assuming that it's not as bad when you're playing with multiple people, but solo is just insane. Gotta go fast. Anybody want a chili dog?
Once we realized you can take your time, the night bosses got way easier. Anyone that's beaten Elden Ring can tell you the worst thing you can do is try to gamble through a fight. Just like in a casino, the house always wins. In this case, the house happens to be an unusually attractive 8-foot tall man who wants to cleave you in half. But this is not, I'm not hearing you out on this. Stop trying to fuck the bell-bearing hunter.
Oh no, I've been a bad boy. I hope there isn't a big, strong dad. You know, actually, I don't want to continue this bit anymore.
Night 2 wasn't nearly as easy as Night 1 because sometimes you fight against Morgott. Morgott in Elden Ring is a pain in the ass. Morgott in NightReign has extra attacks that make him more of a pain in the ass than the bell-bearing hunter if he comes to my room tonight. I'm gonna come to your room tonight and smother you with a pillow.
I don't know why they made you so hard, but it makes me hard. Also, did you see that clutch? Sublime.
The first night boss, as you can see on the big screen, is a big dog. What he doesn't know is he's up against the biggest dog, the Alpha and the Omega, the Sigma and the Gamma, all rolled up together. I can't believe I saw you as a superior. Each Night Lord has a different weakness and the dog's is holy damage. One thing I thought was super cool is the weaknesses the bosses have don't just cause more damage, they have a special effect against the boss. In this case, if you hit the dog enough, he gets these golden lines and he staggers more easily.
Boop. That's what you get for pooping on my carpet.
And I think you're caught up to speed now. Yeah, I think that's everything. I really feel like this could have waited until after everything was over and could have also just been an email. You could have been an email. What does that mean? We're at the end of the challenge at this point, not only because we're reaching the final boss every run now, but because tomorrow is the update that makes playing solo easier. The problem is we still haven't shaken off that rust and we still haven't fully learned the boss's moveset either.
Violence against animals is wrong, but I'ma be real with ya. I don't wanna be right. You, me, this Sunday night in the Rage Cage. It's going down. I'm gonna put you in the tombstone. I've never watched wrestling before. I have no idea what they say. Tombstone time. You know, I feel like I'm fine until he splits into 3. Like 3 feels like it's perfect for a team, but solo it's a nightmare.
Wait, hold on, I thought we couldn't revive. Oh yeah, no, that's because of the Wending Grace. Easily the most important item in a solo run. They're pretty simple. You die, it pops and brings you back. Currently we've got 2 in our inventory and we haven't popped either of them. But if we're being real, I don't think we can do this. Why not? We're like 2 hits away, right? I don't know, it's just... We've been here more times than I can count, and we've choked at every opportunity. This is our last shot before the update, and there's nothing about this run that makes it feel any different from the rest. Why are you sad now? What's wrong with you? It's almost dead. What? Man, Ishmael's me for real, for real. Oh, everybody stay at your stations. We're almost through this. We need just a little bit more. Sir, the servers are getting too hot. They're overloading. Then cool them down. We can't, sir. It's too late. Everybody get down. If we're gonna die here, I need you to know that you were always my favorite. Thank you. That actually means a lot. I can't believe we're gonna die before GTA 6 comes out. I know, right? You know what? We're just like the Queen of England. Guys, I've got to be honest. I'm not actually a misogynist. I just wanted everyone to think I was unique. Not the way to go about it. Yeah, that was a really weird character choice. Shit.
Did they say this game was difficult? Did they say that this game was not for single player? Is that what they said? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I do not think so. I am John Elden Ring.
Huh. Guess I was wrong. Are we the only ones left? Seems like it. The last 2 brain cells. I feel like I've heard that somewhere before. I'm still alive. Oh, there are 3 of us. 3 of us. You wanna play NightReign?
Oh, absolutely.
I wanna play Recluse. Hey, I just wanted to pop in and say thank you so much for watching. This is really different from stuff that I've made in the past, so I wanted to ask if you liked it. So if you liked it, please let me know, because this took way longer than it should have to make, and if nobody likes it, then I've wasted 2 months of my life. So please tell me that you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate that you spent the time to get to this point. Bye. I need to figure out how to end this shit.